So this is what our Denton Square looks like. So we're located in the city of Denton, which is just half an hour away from Dallas downtown in Dallas Fort Worth area. And we are a state university located very much in the southern part of the US. So we are located very much in the southern part of the US in the state of Texas, right where the pin shows. That's where we're located in the city of Denton, very much in the middle, little towards the south of the country of the United States. The major important points why a student would choose Texas are one, that we definitely have a very good climate, weather conditions that are more suitable for Indian students. They can acclimatize very easily once they are there in the state of Texas. Our region where we are located, which is slightly up north, we're generally more hot and dry. I'm sure now Peter can describe how summers have taken over, and it's just so hot out there in Dallas area. So we're generally hot and dry, which makes us a very preferred choice for students. Another important reason why students choose to come to Texas at UNT is for our Indian community that we have. So very recently in our fall, we've welcomed a very huge group of students coming from India. And also we have had good number of students who have come in spring intake and before that as well. So there is a good Indian community across our campus, and we have an Indian Student Association as well that supports the students on arrival and throughout their journey as a community. They're a very huge community, a group that is very supportive of our students. So these are a couple of reasons why we have been Texas is one of the preferred choices, and students have chosen University of North Texas. I would also like to share some more information about what our university is. So University of North Texas is a very large and a diverse university located in Dallas Fort Worth area. We were over 40,000 students last year in fall, and we've grown much more than that now that we have spring and fall students who have arrived. And we're very, very diverse as a community. We have students coming all the way from 30 countries. We have over 3,000 international students on our campus, and a lot of those students come from various countries in South Asia as well. We are a Carnegie Research University, Carnegie classified tier 1 top tier, which makes us top 3% of institutions across the US for our research facilities. Maybe Peter can highlight some research facilities that we have on our campus. He just shared about the NASA's virtual reality lab that we have, or the drone technology labs that we have on our campus. So over to you, Peter, to talk a little bit about the research facilities on our campus.
Sure, thank you, Farheen. And, research is very, very important to the University of North Texas, because that is really where we make a big impact on the economy around us, right? So Farheen has given you a wonderful introduction there, and it's really driven by the kinds of companies that are around us. Let me take another example. So you've seen from the location on the map where North Texas is. This also means that we are a transportation and logistics hub for the United States. And that means that many of the global transportation companies, like the UPSs and all of the major airline companies like FedEx, all have their US headquarters right here on our doorstep in Dallas-Fort Worth, because Dallas-Fort Worth is their top hub for distribution of goods, not just around the United States, where we are very centrally located, but very much around the world as well. And so these connections of global commerce also mean that it gives opportunities for research on our campus to help to figure out these very data-intensive international trade flows. And so we have a top 5 research company research labs and research department in the area of supply chain and logistics on our campus. And this is really another area within the business world where many companies are now not just a standalone company, but they're much more a network of suppliers and vendors put together. And so these virtual companies are very data intensive. And so our business analytics programs, our logistics and supply chain programs, they are also high demand programs for business going forward. And that has everything to do with that central location of North Texas.
Great. Moving forward, I will talk to you a little bit about the programs that we offer. So University of North Texas, and not just that we are very diverse and a huge university, public research-based university, we also offer a lot of programs across 14 colleges in various majors. We can certainly say that we offer majors in all the streams, starting from engineering to IT to general sciences and as well social sciences. So you name it, and we might have it definitely for you to study at the University of North Texas. We offer various programs in different levels, starting in bachelor's and master's and even doctoral programs. And applications are accepted in two major intakes for these colleges. One is a spring intake, which is upcoming now in the month of January. Then there's another major intake, which is the fall intake, which is started just now, and that is August intake. We also have a very, very small summer intake where we offer very limited programs for international students. And most of our students join us from international borders, across the borders in fall or spring intake. We'll talk a little bit about cost, because it's very important aspect for a student to decide about the university. So University of North Texas is a state research, public research, state-based university. So when I say a state universities in the US are generally more affordable comparatively, and thus our tuition costs are over $21,000 for an undergraduate student annually, and for a graduate student it's approximately $16,000 for the year, which includes 2 semesters. Most of our undergraduate programs are for 4 years, and our graduate programs are of 2 years. Then we are very much a residential campus, which means if you wish to stay with us on the campus, we offer a choice of 15 residence halls across the campus. And if you wish to stay on campus, you can certainly look for opportunities there. You would spend an approximation of about $13,000 on your living expenses in Dallas-Fort Worth area in the state of Texas. And we would certainly be able to talk more in detail about financial aid, about scholarships for you. So let's talk a little bit about scholarships, I think, because that's another important aspect that generally students would look for. So when it comes to scholarship opportunities, Texas as a state offers a very competitive merit-based scholarship, which if a student from international levels get $1,000 of scholarship, you would also qualify for what is called as the in-state tuition benefit, wherein your fees is reduced almost up to 50%. These scholarships are offered under our Global Excellence Scholarship, which are competitive and merit-based. You just need to submit an application and you're all set to go for a review of the scholarship application, and we will be able to offer that to you. What are our admission requirements? Because I see students asking about the admission requirements for the university. So on an average, we would need almost 68% from the universities in Maharashtra. We do need a GRE or a GMAT when it comes to graduate studies. SAT and ACT is optional for undergraduate students. We definitely are offering waivers for a lot of our programs for GRE or GMAT in spring intake, which are in the College of Business, College of Engineering as well. We'll need an English proficiency test from Indian students, which can be any one of these 4 tests that are as stated, which Peter has described to you in terms of the requirements as well. And we do accept 15 years of education from India. If you have a 3 years bachelor's degree, you can certainly make an application and be admissible as well to UNT, provided all the conditions listed here are approved when you apply to the university. And we are accepting applications for spring till the 15th of November. And applications for fall is also open, which I've just started, and they will we'll accept them all the way until April 1st for graduate students and June 15th for undergraduate students.
Few quick questions. One, basically, first is, what is the application fee for undergraduate and graduate?
Yes, oh, that's a very good question. So application fees for an undergraduate student is $85, and for a graduate student, it is $75.
Okay. Can all the documents be uploaded, or including the reference letter, or you need to basically give them the email IDs of the professors?
So we have a very actually we have a little prescribed procedure actually where it comes to submission of documents. Yes, some documents can be uploaded on the portal, some will have to be emailed, but all you just need to do is get in touch with us, which means either you or me by the students, and then we can take the application documentation submission accordingly. Some documents have to be emailed, and some have to be uploaded on a portal called My UNT portal.
Okay. The next is basically after the applications and documents are submitted, how much is the processing time for undergraduate and how much is the processing time for graduate?
Yes, so for undergraduate students, we take about 10 to 15 working days to be able to give them an admission offer if all the documents are received correctly. And for a graduate student, it varies as per departments, but on an average of 4 to 5 weeks is required for processing.
Can international students apply for doctoral programs as well?
Yes, we do offer doctoral programs. Over 40 doctoral programs are available at UNT.
Okay. And you have mentioned that SAT is optional.
Correct.
And basically student can apply, and there is a scholarship available both at undergraduate and graduate, where
Exactly.
if you're given a scholarship on merit, the in-state tuition fee would be applicable.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's it from me. Thank you very much for all the informations that you have given to us, and I'll just take some information from the chat box now. First is, okay, are academic documents to be mailed to the university?
So if for an undergraduate student, we have to be the documents have to be emailed, whereas for a graduate student, we have a 2-level procedure where some documents have to be uploaded on the portal and some have to be emailed.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you for that wonderful talk and the wonderful presentation that you gave in a crisp manner, describing everything that was possible. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much to both of you. And it was wonderful to have you both here presenting to us and to our students. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Richard. We really appreciate working with you. And to the students and parents on the call, just remember that there is a lot of good help available to inform you well and to help you make this a simple process. Stick with the Education Abroad Consulting Center. They are really the experts at the process and can give you the best information and guide you to get your admit at North Texas or many of the other wonderful universities in the US. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for those kind words to us. Thank you very much.